Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing another pick a card, and I'm sorry if the audio is really weird. My microphone has decided to stop working today and I haven't got an alternative, so I hope this is okay for you guys. I'm trying to make it as quiet as possible in here, but I'm sorry if you can hear any noises or anything like that. So today we're going to be doing Who Will You Marry? I love this type of pick a card. I find it so fun. It is a really good pick a card to just tune out the world as well, so if you guys are going for it, this is a really good one. I'm going to make it as fun as possible. We're going to be looking into energy and how both of you are, and really playful, and we're also going to be doing some 18+ messages, which I love doing. This is one of my favorite sections that I love to do, hence why I do them, and I'm really appreciative of anyone who does buy and purchase an extended reading. I really appreciate it. It just makes my heart happy because it just means you guys love the 18+ section, because I love doing it. It just, my Scorpio energy can really get out there. So in today's reading, for the extended, if you'd like to check out the extended, it will be definitely including the intimacy. It really we're going to go ham on that. So with that 18+ section, we're going to be doing really juicy details, because it's you both getting married. It's really long commitment. It's going to be like a long term. We're going to try and include lots of information like your favourite places to do things, your styles, your juicy intimacy details between just both of you. It's going to be really fun. So extended is down below. So this is going to be Who Will You Marry? So we have 4 groups here. We have group number 1 with the rhodonite, group 2 with the rose quartz, group 3 with the amazonite, and group number 4 with the blue lace agate. So thank you so much for being here. Let's get started. Let's get those good vibes going, and let's get started with number 1, which is the rhodonite. Let's go. Let's go. Hello, group number 1. Let's get started with your reading. Let's see what is going on for you guys. So you guys chose the beautiful little rhodonite. She is stunning. I love rhodonite. She's got such a beautiful, earthy but wholesome heart quality to her. That's kind of your relationship. I feel so breathless in this reading. I don't know why. Oh, I feel like my heart chakra is like, hi bitch, time to open. Okay, so we have the sacred card, and then we have the 7 of Pentacles. So I'm going to just show you what that really does say, just in case I get flagged, okay? Because that's this channel. Okay, so that's this platform, I mean. All right, so basically when it comes to this, and it comes to your sense of commitment, for you guys, this is a really committed relationship. This is 100% somebody who is going to stick around for the long haul. This is going to be somebody who is really investing in you. They are a long-term investment. You're a long-term investment, and they're going to be somebody who's really solid. They're very much ready for a relationship when you meet them. I feel like you are essentially going to be ready for marriage when you meet them. This is going to be somebody who you feel seriously comfortable with. So we have Taurus and Saturn. That's what this card rules, okay? So Taurus and Saturn is all about long-term commitment. It's planning, it's harvesting. So basically for both of you in the connection, you're both going to feel like you're getting the most out of it. Like it's going to feel like you are fully getting what you need from the connection. And of course there's things that you're going to learn, and a lot of it's going to be opening your heart chakra, because at the end of the day, if you have been through a lot of abuse with people, that's going to be something you're not used to, which is a lot of wholehearted energy. And especially when it comes to being with somebody who you're romantically involved, it's another level, you know. So I feel for you guys is you both are going to most likely have a typical family, which is a baby, because a family can be anything. It can be a tribe of people, it can be, you know, you're a family with another couple, it could be literally anything, okay? But I genuinely feel like if you would like to have a baby in whatever way it is, whether it be literally biological or another way, that could be a possibility for some of you guys, and obviously that's not for everyone, but for a lot of you guys 100% that is on the cards. I feel if not, it will be talked about a lot. There'll be a lot of planning around that. There's a sense of like, I really want to commit to you. Like it's going to be really strange, because like I say, this is something you're not used to, but you're going to get a lot of sustenance. You're going to get a lot of sustenance from this relationship. You're going to feel really good. It's going to feel like you have been waiting a very long time. You most likely feel possibly older than what you should be to get in a relationship, which you can get a relationship at any age, okay? There is no time limit. Of course, those of you who do want babies, who are women, it is a little bit different, but of course if it's ready and the time is right, you will, you know, have that, and I'm not a doctor, so just take it as it resonates. But what I feel for you guys is you're most likely going to be in a group of 7, okay? So it could be you and it could be lots of kids. It could be obviously you and your person and lots of kids. It could be you and it could be your mum and grandma, and it could be all these people around you, or it could be alternatively like a couple, and it could be you and another couple in the same building and you're both like really, really close, and then you incorporate all these other friends. I feel like you're building your community in a really interesting way. And of course with marriage, it isn't just the relationship that's the thing, it's everything else around it. You know, it's like, hey, how are we going to live together? You know, where are we living? You know, how am I meeting you? What's the circumstance? You know, that sort of thing. So I feel for a lot of you guys, you've had to have a lot of patience when it comes to your love life. You've had to wait quite a long time when it comes to meeting people that are right for you. And I will definitely say you are doing such an effing good job. Like, you are doing such a good job when it comes to your happiness. You deserve to be very happy, and your person isn't going to make you happy, because at the end of the day, if you're not happy, you're not going to be happy with somebody else. But if you are working on your happiness and really filling up your cup, girl, you're going to meet your person and it's going to be really easy. If you guys really struggle with, you know, I'm not a doctor, but if you do struggle with things like negative thinking, overthinking, possibly a little bit of depression, then I feel for you guys, it's really analysing your environment and really witnessing who you're around that kind of makes you possibly feel like that, or encourage you to feel like that. Say if you're really in a polluted area, and I'm not saying, okay, I'm not a doctor, but what I will say is your environment is very, very important. It's really important to analyse your environment, because what this is going to do is it's going to get you more comfortable with selecting what sort of environment do I want to be around, and this is going to get you really comfortable with making decisions for yourself that are for your highest good, that make you feel the most comfortable. So when you get into this relationship, you can recognise when something's off, you're going to talk about it, you're going to be able to make sure that you're getting your needs met. Like, that's basically what you're learning. So if you guys are really feeling uncomfortable, just get so used to your body, like really understanding what does my body need. And when it comes to your sexuality, that is so important, because you are going to be intimate with this person, and when you get intimate, you might tend to cough, you might tend to yawn or sneeze, and you're like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. It's like, girl, that is meant to happen, because if you're opening up a lot, then that's your throat chakra being like, oh my god, I'm like expressing, this is a lot. I just realized also my light is so dark. So let me just turn that up a little bit more. Okay, so this is really important. I do feel like you guys are learning to bring in and harness relationship energy. That's what they're telling me. I'm going to ask, like, what is relationship energy? And what they're saying to me is it's balance. So basically what you'll learn to do is receive and give in a way that isn't demanding of your energy so much. It isn't draining your cup. Like, love shouldn't be that uncomfortable. Love is not uncomfortable. Love is, it's open, and it's very, very, what's the word? I can't get my words out today. It's opening, and it helps us to learn. Essentially, I don't know the words, sorry guys. It helps us to learn, but it's not the actual love that makes us feel sad. It's because we care so much, and that's the result of loving somebody. So when you feel uncomfortable at any point in your life and you feel like, wow, I really don't know where I'm going, really lean into your intuition and really listen to that part of you that really wants to be heard, because this is about you. Listen to yourself so you can manifest the things that you really want, because you deserve to have what you want, my love. You really, really do. And you have not had people invest in you for a very, very long time, or you've not really learned how to invest in yourself. You've kind of been confused on what that looks like. So that is going to be very interesting. So basically, a lot of you guys have waited very patiently, and I will commend you that you're doing such a good job. Like, there is a lot of pressure to be in a relationship. There's so many messages coming through. I'm really trying to talk about your person, but it's like, let's bring it back to you again. It's like, okay. But obviously you're meant to hear this, so that's why we're talking about it. But I feel for a lot of you guys is, I've been reaping up old, dead plants, and I'm not getting anything out of it. Basically, it's like poking a dead animal, and that sounds really horrible, but what I feel is a lot of the time is you've kind of been taught to like force things even though they're not working, and you know they're not good for you, because that's what you've been taught. It's like, well, that's what you're gonna get, and it's like, girl, that is not what you're gonna get, okay? No. That is something you've been taught, and this is not that energy. This is, I trust myself, I know I'm going to get what I need, and I'm going to love myself in the process, and if I can't, I'm going to do my best to do that, because that is what I deserve. And if you've been around a lot of toxic energy, it's really hard to be in a positive mindset, because people will try to drag you down because they haven't done the work. So if you're doing the work, girl, and you're aware of all this toxicity, you're doing such a good job. You're doing better than a lot of people, okay? So this is going to attract your person in. I really want to see how you're meeting this person. Let's see, actually. Yes, okay, how are they meeting this person? It's like dinged my little cup over there. We have Sun in Sag, which is so nice. Oh my God, so he or she could easily be a Sag. This person could easily be somebody who works in health in some way, who works with caring, could be anything from a vet to a Reiki practitioner to a doctor to a care specialist, like somebody who looks after people who are in foster care. It could be somebody who is training to be something when you meet them. Because with the 6th house, they're showing me it's about learning, because Virgos are very much about learning. That's what the 6th house is about. And what I'm picking up on, it could be the body, so they could be learning about the body in a different country. So how you meet them is when both of you are ready to open up to basically just allowing someone in and not worrying about how you're being shown to that person. How you meet them is essentially when you begin to, oh my God, I'm so sorry, my words are like not coming out. Can you tell me exactly what I'm feeling? When you're ready to open up to the world and you're ready to see things from a different side and you're ready to see things from a different perspective, that's not your usual perspective. Say you've had a lot of like trauma with a way you should be thinking and you don't want to end up like that, you don't want to end up like your parents or something like that. That's when you meet your person, when you basically cut the cord on your ancestral patterns. Okay, and how you do that is shadow work, from human design to, you know, doing all the things, like really just investing in you, therapy, stuff like that. Like that stuff, I know we shouldn't have to have that and have to do that, but at the moment it is what is needed to help us unravel all the crap. So basically that's how you're going to meet them. I will have a look and see what else. Tell me more about this relationship, please. I'm so interested. Your person is 100% around me when I'm doing this reading, so this is really nice. I know I'm talking about you a lot, but honestly, this reading is so in depth. Like I did feel like these piles were going to be very, very like in depth. There's going to be a lot of layers to it. So I will talk about your person. All right, so just hold your horses. Oh my God, a horse! Oh my God, that's so funny. Wait, upright or? That's nice. Okay, so I really, really like that. What I feel for you guys is you have definitely invested your time in people who you've been taught that this is normal, which is people who are risky, who are stuck, who are essentially, it says boring and dull on this card. Yeah, you've basically felt like, okay, well, I can't go with a crazy person, I'll go with someone who's like boring. You know, that's kind of what happens. We kind of flip from one side to another. We don't ever think like, maybe I need to invest in myself. Why have I attracted that person in? So basically you're learning to invest in yourself, and your person's just going to trot along. Like they're going to come into your life very, very easily. They're going to be slow and steady, because this is somebody who you're going to commit to for a very long time. So they need to be that type of person. They can't be somebody who is like, let's go, let's get married, let's have kids. Like, no, that's not it. Love is slow and love is open. So love doesn't like have a time frame. Okay, it doesn't have like a limit. So for you both, you're both really like, you have the same values as well. Your energy is very Taurian, and the energy you're coming into is very Taurian. So basically you're learning right now in your life stability. Your person is coming in with practicality. Both of you could both be the same element. So air, earth, earth, water, water. Yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, so let me see. Can we just clarify this scenario? What is this? I'm hearing the world. Oh, that's really nice. The world, lovely. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, I got tingles. Woo, girl. Oh my God, my legs are tingling so much. Okay, so this is what you're aiming for. You guys have had lack mentality for too long. It's not who you are. You have essentially come from an envious background with lots of comparison, and you're not in that anymore. That's why life has just been feeling really uncomfortable. You are leveling up. This is the type of person you're going to meet. Okay, so let's have a look and see a little bit more info on how you're going to meet. Let me just get one more card and see, how are they meeting each other? What's going on? Yes, once you have done some kind of work around it, it just depends on what level it is. Obviously, your timing is so specific to you, so it is going to be very specific. So with this moon card, I really feel like it's going to be after a really big letting go of the past. It doesn't have to be a person. I'm hearing it's about your emotional, what you're emotionally holding on to that's very, very deeply set within you. That's why I'm hearing it's definitely to do with your ancestral trauma, because I'm feeling like you've been basically trapped for such a long time. You kind of thought like, why do I feel so low? And it's because you've been taught to push when things don't need to be pushed anymore. So once you are taking things as it comes and you're learning to do that, and I know how hard it is, but that's going to be, you're going to get closer and closer to your person. Your person is also, you're going to meet them when you're in a position of, I have control, but you know you have no control, but you are in control because you feel safe within your body. You feel safe to try new things. You feel safe to express your truth. You feel safe to be a fucking leader. Hell yes. That is the energy I like. I love that. This is the style of the relationship. This is just ultimate caring. There's going to be a lot of flowers around this relationship. One of you could have a flower name. One of you could have a flower last name, a flower, like anything to do with the word of a flower, like rose, lily. Could be anything from chrysanthemum to wisteria. I don't know, but I do feel like it's a really strong symbol. So it could be a town you live in that's called wisteria, or a wisteria cottage, rose cottage, something like that. But your energy in your environment is going to be all about that travel, girl. The more you care about your life and you stop comparing yourself to other people and what they've got already, you are going to be so much happier. You guys are you're both going to be from similar places but different. So this is like the hills and this is like the mountains. So you both are coming from similar places. I don't know what's going on with Mercury at the moment. I don't know if it's in retrograde or something, but I'm really struggling to talk. But you're both going to be basically figuring out your environment and moving there, and that's how you meet. When you travel, or you are basically getting used to taking one step at a time and you're practicing flow, because flow is like traveling. When you travel, you just got to be okay with things not working out or working out. Like, you just got to go with it. Once you're in that energy, that you're going to be meeting your person more quickly. Okay, so I do want to pull a chakra card, and we'll see if there's just any blockages that are, holding you back, and we'll see if there's anything else, and then we're going to have a real deep dive into your person. Let's see. Lovely. It really is about your mothering side, okay? And this is for men and women, okay? Not just women. It's really about giving yourself permission to be so kind to yourself, okay? You have been basically neglected in a certain way. Everyone gets neglected in different ways in their life, okay? Yours most likely was emotional. There probably wasn't a lot of emotional people to really support you. You are now learning to not take life so seriously. I don't know if you guys possibly have a slight stutter or if you struggle to speak your truth, but I keep really struggling to talk in this reading, and I'm really going for it. Like, I'm having to put in a lot of energy to actually talk and have words come out. So I don't know if that's something you may stutter when you meet your person. I mean, you probably will, because they're going to be really attractive. But basically, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to... Okay, your blockage is essentially... listening when it comes to not listening to yourself. Because I'm hearing, oh, I should have done that, I should have done that, I should have done this, I shouldn't have done that. No, you did that thing at the right timing, at the right time. You did it for a reason, okay? There's basically letting go of regrets, letting go of the past, letting go of being hard on yourself. Like, that stuff will keep you trapped. So basically, when you start to look at life as a massive playground, oh my God, you're going to manifest your person so quickly. Because a lot of you guys possibly have like either people-pleasing tendencies or perfectionism, and that is what's been holding you in, like holding you so tightly. It's been holding you to a point where you just feel so uncomfortable, and that's what's been holding you back. So yeah, that's basically what I feel for you as possibly the blockage of you. Okay, so let's have a look and let's see more about your person. Okay, all right. What cards do we want? I feel like I want some astrology cards. So let's get some of those. All right. Let's see about your person. Let's get one tarot card and we'll see. Tell me more about this person in one card, please. What is this person like? They're very gentle. Oh, lovely. So this person is very fair. They could have strong Libra or Taurus in their chart. They are very Venetian. I don't know what the word is. They're very much connected to Venus. They're somebody who thinks very positive. They are really somebody who can really help you release a lot of pain. They can help you release a lot of repressed emotions. They're very good with self-love. They're very good with forgiveness. They're somebody who is also really good at apologizing, which is something that you possibly have not experienced. There's somebody who possibly has brown hair. I'm feeling a lot of light brown hair and possibly pale skin, but obviously, you know, this is a general reading, so just take it as it resonates. But I am picking up on brown hair and light skin. So light skin can literally be extremely pale to slightly tanned. You know, that's just what I'm seeing. I am seeing more like where they would be somewhere quite cold. So it could be Greenland, Iceland, Sweden, Wales, anywhere from Scotland to, yeah, like the Highlands, like the higher part of the world where it's colder. All right, this person has a lot of different star signs in their chart. We've got Scorpio here going on, which is really nice. This person has a very high sex drive, which is something you guys will most likely really love. They are very committed to you. They are ready to be seen. That's something you guys are really going to be in as well. They are really committed when it comes to their finances. They are very financially inclined. Like there's somebody who is very, very good with their money. There's somebody who is very good at investment. They are very mature, like they're very responsible, which is something that you haven't maybe experienced yet. They're also a massive leader. They're probably taller than you, especially if they are a male. If they're a female, I mean, yeah, they could be taller than you for some of you guys. For another section of you guys, they could just literally be like a little bit smaller than you. But I do feel for your partner, they're most likely taller than you, is what I'm feeling. Yeah, so basically they could have Libra Sun, and then Taurus rising, Taurus Venus, Scorpio moon, something like that. Like they've got most likely all of these in their chart. And I feel for this person is both of you are very connected on the spiritual plane. Like you both are so ready to meet each other. It's actually unreal. You're both going to be uncovering a lot of secrets before you meet as well. You're probably going to be uncovering what's really going on in families and in your family, and what's the truth about situations. Like you're actually going to be seeing things for what they really are, which is exactly what the universe is really getting you to do. Yeah, okay, so let's have a look at their energy. Let's see what's going on with them. Ooh. Okay, lovely. That's exactly what I was picking up. They are somebody who's very, very sensual. They are 100% very, very sensual. Like they are, that's their main love language, is physical touch. Physical touch is a massive, massive deal for this person, and that's going to be most of your relationship is going to be a lot of physical touch. And physical touch doesn't have to be literally touching each other, you know, in an intimate way. It could be hugging, it could be kissing, it could be stroking the legs, stroking the arms, things like that. This person is also very slow in terms of how they approach you. They don't want to rush. They aren't somebody who's desperate for a partnership. They're ready to be around you, but they want to know more about you. That's going to be how they kind of go with their connection. You're both extremely balanced when it comes to your marriage. You both really put each other first. I do see you getting married within a year of knowing each other, because you basically feel like you've hit the jackpot. You feel so comfortable with each other. You feel really good. And it just feels super, super easy, which is something that, yeah, it's super easy. Yeah, this person's very cuddly. Like they want to just really emphasize, hi, I'm a massive cuddler. I, you know, really want to be around you, and physically I really want to be around you. Okay, let's see what the marriage is like, what the actual marriage is like. Okay, whoops, I just dropped one of my cards. Hold on a sec, guys. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands, standing your ground, boundaries, defending your position. So at the start, you're most likely going to be a little bit closed off, which is very, very normal. As you go along, you both are you both are powerful. Okay, you're both very fiery, you're both very passionate. That's why you both are a power couple. You're going to be you might even be a little bit, actually quite a lot intimidated by this person. Yeah, but you're going to really, really like it. Your relationship, your marriage is going to be like a power couple. That's kind of how you're both going to be. You're both very strong figures. You make a lot of figures, like possibly of money or with babies. Like, you like to make multiple of things. You like to be surrounded by multiple people, you might like travel to multiple countries. There's something about multiples, and I feel this is very Venetian. It's kind of like with Venus, it likes to share, it likes to give. That's kind of the people that you both are. That's kind of your relationship, is you may incorporate giving and loving and sharing into your marriage. So when it comes to sharing it and sharing your love, this is such a cute reading. This feels like both of you are just really invested in sharing it. So it does feel very spiritual. It does feel like you both are using your love for business. It could be something like you have a group and you bring in people who also want to have a marriage that is really solid, and you're teaching these people how to create that. It could be anything from, maybe one of you is a projector as well, because I do feel you're kind of standing on a podium or like in a group and you're the main kind of leader and you're helping people with something, because that's very projector or manifester. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. One of you could be a projector. Yeah, I don't think both of you are. I don't think that would work. Projectors together can be a little bit like rubbing each other up the wrong way. Obviously depending on the work that you guys have done. But yeah, if you don't know about human design is amazing. myhumandesign.com. I'm not promoting it as in like I don't get paid, but it's amazing. That's why I love it. So just check it out if you want to check out your human design. Okay, so you both would have gone through a lot in the marriage. You both will go through a lot. And on your end, you've gone through a lot of emotional abuse. Like, you've probably gone through a lot of people who are very secretive. There's a lot of scarcity mindset on your side. That's why when it comes to being around somebody who's so open, it's going to be like shocking to your system, and you might tend to shut down or kind of walk away and then come back when you're fully ready. That's why, my love, you are going through such a time of realizing your power and realizing that it may take a little bit longer to meet this singular person, but it doesn't mean that you're missing out. When we are wanting to meet a partner, that time between not having them in your life, it doesn't mean that you've wasted your life. It means that you're investing in yourself, and then when you meet somebody, you can then incorporate all the shit that you've learned to be with that person. I'm hearing, I don't want you to waste your life. That's your person saying that to me, to you. I'm hearing, I don't want you to waste your life before you meet me. I want you to have some fun. You deserve to have some fun. And I'm hearing not alcoholic fun. Okay, I love that. Okay, so we have safe, we have calling. Oh, your person is so beautiful. They've got such a loving energy. They've got such a, I'm so ready to make babies with you. Even if you don't want babies, you're like, okay, calm down. Like, especially if you're not even the one carrying it, you could be a guy as well. So it could be like, okay, we got to talk about this. Like, you know, this is a lot. It's their energy. It's kind of, it's like I say, they're very Venus. So Venus is all about creation. It's birth. It wants you to just make things with you. That's so cute as well. You're probably going to make stuff together when you're married. You really like to make stuff together. You really like to get creative. You love your little hobbies and things like that. That's something that's really, really fun for you. Yeah, you really, really like that. Tell me more about the relationship. Oh, beautiful. So one thing, my love, is you're learning to pause and you are learning to have fun. That is something I'm hearing wasn't around a lot when I was younger. I feel as if it's going to be roughly about 5 months of doing a certain... why is this not focusing? Is that focusing? I think it's focusing on the flowers. Newness, there we go. I feel like with this card, what they're showing me is you're focusing on, for the next 5 months, creation. So I want you to do anything that's creative for you. All right, I want you to do anything that gets you in this playing energy. And this reading, I'm hearing, could be not just for those of you who are single, okay? This can be just a reading also to show you where you can really enhance yourself, you know? Like, that's what love is all about. It literally is about getting us in the most authentic, natural form. And we are so, like, lacking on the planet with love right now because the energies are so intense. Like, we're being literally pushed and pulled in really uncomfortable ways. And we might not actually see what's going on, but energetically, oh my god, it's just a lot. It is a lot. Okay, let's get you a couple more cards. I actually do want to see, they're showing me to pull one of these little playing cards and talk about their career. So I want to see where they're going to be at in terms of their career when it comes to being with you. Like, where are they going to be in their life? Where are they going to be? Ready. They're going to be so ready. Okay, so they most likely have just moved. They most likely would have just got a new job. Something to do with moving forward. You know when you want to commit to something like expensive and you've been thinking about it for a while and then you suddenly make the financial investment? It's like that. It's like this person has most likely known that you're on your way. This person's very psychic. I would say this person's probably been alone a lot of their life because they're very, very different. They're not like everyone else you've met. They are somebody that you probably would be like, oh, wow, like I'm really like understanding why I haven't met you yet, because this person is just so, it's just such an individual. Like they're so different than anyone you've ever met before. My joyful dedication and perseverance are paying off, 100%. You guys are really learning to lean into creation, which is exactly what you guys are going to get when it comes to your marriage. Look at that. That is stunning. Oh, I love that. The fact that that's underneath the deck is so powerful. So no wonder you guys have waited a long time. It's because you're literally having to unlearn a lot of the stuff that's been put on you. And I'm hearing it's not fair, and I'm hearing, God, I know it's not fair. I know it's not fair, but unfortunately, unfortunately, when we're on this planet, we have to learn a lot, and it sometimes comes with some really weird situations. Okay, so this is you, this is your person. What I see is you're both learning to cooperate with other people and not struggle to trust each other. Like both of you are really learning to get in your body and trust each other and get really comfortable. And for your side, you're focusing on the positive. You'll learn to focus on things that you can control rather than what you can't control. And your person is learning to focus on same thing, but in a different way, because you both got a Sagittarius, and we also had Sag in the dice as well. So there's definitely a Sagittarius vibe about your relationship. It's very open. It's very kind of like, I'm open to your ideas. Tell me more. I mean, that is so attractive. Like, hi. And that is the last card, with pleasure. We're going to be talking a lot about that in the extended, but that is definitely going to come up a lot when it comes to creation. How you can, I feel for a lot of you guys, there's going to be some messages about how you're going to create this, like how this is going to come about. So there's going to be a lot of intimate messages about you as well, which is going to be very interesting. Love that. And this is kind of how you've been feeling for a lot of your life, and that's okay. You know, if you've been feeling like that, a lot of the time it comes from because of the people you've been around. Like, for example, like I have experienced being around people that are very negative and are very toxic, and I really felt very, very depressed. Like, I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, but if this is helpful, you know, I'm obviously telling it for a reason. Sometimes when you're around most of the time, 99% of the time, when you're around very toxic people who you're used to being around, say it could be family or friends you've known for a very long time, people you've been around most likely from childhood, you don't think anything different. I'm hearing, why am I so unhappy? And it's because those people are not like you. You are meant to be different. You're meant to think differently. You're meant to be somebody who is a light for this world. And most likely that's why you are going to meet your person in a different way. Do not let any outside forces make you think any differently about your relationship, about how you're attracting it. Don't ever think like, you know, if your parents are really like being like, oh, are you still single? Or you go to parties and you ask like, oh, you're still single? Who gives a crap? You know, like I title my readings Singles and all that, but honestly that is just to show you guys it's about you guys who are single. Like, single is just a status, okay? And it has been so warped out of shape. So that is my little rant, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. So if you would like to check out the extended, that is down below. I can't wait to talk about it, yay. And I'll speak to you very soon. Much love. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys have such an interesting vibe to your group. It feels like both of you are really on the same track when you meet each other. So this may even be somebody from your past, from your childhood, or just somebody who feels very familiar. They do feel like somebody who you most likely, you know, they feel like somebody you're very, very safe with and comfortable, like you feel very safe with them. I do feel like this person is so much like you. They have the same beliefs as you. So if you're very spiritual and that's something that's really important to you, they most likely are going to be that as well. If you are religious, then they're going to be religious. Both of you have extreme similar views, which is why you both get on really, really well. Sorry guys, the creases really irritate me. So I feel for you is you're going to be more of the feminine, bringing the feminine into this relationship. And of course we both have masculine and feminine, but I feel for you is you are definitely the more feminine type. So you could be a female or just a feminine person, and your person is going to be more of the masculine. So it feels very balanced, it feels very Libra, that kind of energy. Okay, so you guys had the rose quartz, so we're going to be talking about your person. We're going to be seeing all about who they are and their job and things like that. So let's see what's going on. So we're going to be looking into how you'll meet, the looks, personality, job in your relationship. Let's see what else wants to come through. Okay, so you guys chose the pillar. And we have the Hierophant. So you guys would have probably waited quite a while to meet your person. And by a while, that's just how you feel. So it could be 3 months for a while for you. It could be 3 years. Could be, I actually feel it's more like 3 to 5 years or over that. It could be even like 20 years. But what I see, oh my God, we literally have spiritual wisdom, religious beliefs. Oh my God, that is massive. Wow. Okay, so both of you could also live in a very unconditional way. Unconventional. Definitely in an unconditional way. Unconventional. I'm hearing a lot of words. I'm hearing unraveling. We're unraveling the way things are. I want to be off the grid with you. I want to possibly live in a place that's very remote, or you could want to live somewhere that's very quirky. I feel like you might even live in a renovated barn, a renovated church, a renovated camper van, something like that. I will say also, don't be afraid to try new things with this person. That's something that I really want to invite you to do. With a pillar, it's all about invitations. It's all about, for me, what I always see is a gateway to something that you're kind of scared of doing, but you're going to do it anyway because you really want to do it, like you're being drawn to do that. I feel like both of you are really drawn to elements. So things like literally, this is such a funny reading, I love this, literally scientific elements. So one of you could be a scientist, one of you could be in biology, you could be, you know, somebody who works in the lab. And it could be anything from elements to you love water, you like having little fires, you love candles, to literally like scientific elements. So both of you are all about knowledge. That's how both of you work, or at least one of you does. Both of you work with knowledge in a different way. So you both could very much be teachers. You both do not like to conform to the government, which is fucking fabulous. Highly recommend. But yeah, you both are you're very inviting. Your connection, your energy is very, very inviting, and so is this person. I want to see how you meet. They're saying no, let's keep talking. Okay, I'm getting excited. All right. I'm doing what my guides, always say. So if they say, girl, you got to keep talking, then we keep talking. So we have Taurus, very similar to group number 1. So if you feel drawn to group number 1, there is a reason, because it's very similar to this group, but not the same, but similar in a way. Both of you have to have the same beliefs to get into this connection. I'm hearing no foul. I don't know what that means. No foul. What does that mean? It means you can't have a shortcut. Okay, you can't have a shortcut. So it's kind of like, oh my God, I literally just realized. Can you see the pillars in this card? Oh my God, there's literally pillars. Guys, I shuffle these cards really well. That is mental. Oh my God. So literally your person is like, girl, have you done the work yet? Nope. Okay. Can't enter into a relationship yet. What this basically means is you've got to get really comfortable with being different. Okay. That's probably quite a big lesson for you guys in this lifetime. But what's really interesting about it is once you do it, you're not going to want to go back, okay? Both of you are very unconventional, like I say, and your traditions are very important. You might have very strong traditions that you love with upholding. They're not things that are like controlling or anything like that, but it could be like, I always have to celebrate Valentine's Day, or I always have to celebrate my birthday, but it has to be like 5 weeks before, or something like that. Yeah, I feel like that definitely. I feel like some of you guys don't celebrate like 4th of July because, we know what that's about. I'm not going to go into that conversation right now, but there's definitely, that's kind of your relationship with this person. You both have really, really similar views, which is so important, especially with the way the world is going. Like, girl, beliefs are very important, okay? Because you got to know that this person's going to have the same type of value as you. One thing I will say also is you're both very conscious of your body. You both really look after your body. I feel you have more of a sensitive body than the other person. Your body's more sensitive, definitely. Your person, less sensitive. You've had to work on your body more than this person. When it comes to like being fit, like physically fit, I mean, yeah, I guess so, health fit. Like basically you've possibly gone through a lot of health stuff. And your person has, but not in the same way. So it could be they are a trainer, they could be a Reiki practitioner. I get a lot of Reiki practitioners in these groups. They could be, I'm hearing a sorceress, love it. So they could be in like working with tarot and the occult. They're definitely somebody who likes to lead groups. So I would not be surprised if you met this person in a group, because this person likes to be, they are very soft in their approach. And that's how you're going to meet them. Essentially, they're going to make you feel safe enough to do that. So let's see. How are you going to meet each other? I'm hearing you. I keep hearing you cannot go past. You cannot go past until we've worked this out. Okay, your person is a perfectionist, but it kind of helps because they can recognize what needs to be done in the relationship. This is their masculine side coming out. It is a very masculine trait to kind of look at it in a more Mars kind of way. All right, I'm seeing, okay, yeah, lovely. We've got hearts on the other side of that. A lot of you guys are going to be forced to kind of travel, even though you don't want to. You're going to be kind of forced out your comfort zone, which is, yeah, they're saying you need to do that. So blunt. All right, love it. Okay, let's see. You might wear a specific crystal around your neck, a specific necklace. This necklace, for some reason, it just really resonates with you, but you're going to be wearing that same necklace when you meet this person. So that's what I see for you guys. And I'm hearing, I'm going to wear it every day now to meet my person. That's so cute. Maybe that's what you're thinking now that I said that. I love that. Okay, so we have Uranus, second house, or is that Pluto? I literally get so confused. Wait. I think that is Uranus. That is Uranus. Okay, so Uranus is random. Uranus is so random. I will say most likely this person's going to be a Taurus. They're going to be somebody who's most likely fixed. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and I always forget the other one. Scorpio? Oh my God, my own star sign. Okay, this person, you're going to meet them in when you're really comfortable with trying new things. You feel safe. Safety is very different for a lot of people, but it's kind of the same feeling, okay? Safety is when we can really be in our body and we can still see what's going on outside of us, okay? So this Taurus energy is very, very beautiful. It feels very comfortable. It feels ease. It feels like, yeah, this is good. Uranus is like, bam, you meet your person. Very, very random, okay? So can we just clarify this number 2, please? Number 2 is Taurus. It's the second house of Taurus. It is all to do with, I'm hearing synastry. Synastry? Symmetry? Like it's something to do with two things working alongside each other and they work really well. Okay, 5 of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. Can you clarify a little bit more, please? 9 of Swords. Can you clarify a little bit more, please? 8 of Swords. I'm hearing you don't belong with me, you don't belong with me, you don't belong with me. So there's a picking out of things that don't work for you anymore. It could be environment, home, family member, something like that. It's like, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. Goodbye. Like that's what I'm saying. It feels really, really, really good. Cutting that cord. We also have the number 5 here as well. So number 5 is very significant to your relationship. It is a massive synchronicity. Like that is something that you got to look out for. 5 is like, oh yeah, I'm changing, girl. Like I am not the same I was yesterday. I'm stronger than yesterday. Oh my God, I hope I don't get flagged. Okay, so what I feel is, yeah, you feel really, really ready. I genuinely feel like it's going to be a group scenario as to how you meet, or it's going to be you're drawn to a location, boom, that person's there. I'm hearing, my love, it's going to be so random, you cannot track it, okay? I'm hearing, I know you like to know things, I know you like to know what's going on, but if you stay strong in your beliefs, and all you got to do, all your journey is to do, which is this is such a cute message, this is definitely coming directly from your guide specifically, and your person. I'm hearing, all you have to do, my love, is get concrete in your beliefs, because a lot of your life, they have been shoved down, they've been criticised, they've been, yeah, basically picked on. So this is all about you and your beliefs. What is you? What feels good for you, okay? What are your beliefs? What feels right for you? What settles in your body? What makes you feel safe, okay? Anything that makes you feel safe, that is for you, okay? And we have 7 twice, so that is massive confirmation. This is them, this is you. So you both are, like I say, very, very similar. You are very, very similar. Okie dokie. So let's have a little look at, what do we want to look at? Oh, hello. Boop. That literally was just so random. So that's really funny because Justice and the Queen of Swords, very similar energy. It's very similar. So you're definitely a pairing. You're very, very, very similar. I'm hearing I want you to talk about that more. Okay, let's have a look and see what else they're telling me. You guys know what you want, because this, my guys, and the energy I'm picking up on is like, you need to do more of that. So that's really funny the way I'm channeling. I feel like it's, you're getting rid of narcissists. That's just like so blunt, but that's what I'm seeing. You're getting rid of them. I'm hearing, bye bitch, bye, see you later. Okay. I love it. I think all your life you've kind of not been so concrete or secure within yourself, because you've had your reality like shaken up in front of you. Like, it's not been easy for you. I don't feel that at all. That's why your person's going to be so effing cute with you, because you are so ready to meet someone who's really committed. Okay, but they're definitely, this person, they definitely invest in the body. So they could be somebody who walks a lot, they're out in nature. This person loves nature. They're very sensual as well. They're somebody who is very much somebody who likes to explore a lot. Okay, so let's see what the main blockage is to you right now, and we'll see obviously when you're seeing this video, what's your blockage in life right now to meet this person. Okay, so we have peace. Ah, lovely. Right, so you are determining, is that a word? My brain has just gone numb. Sure. Determining what is peaceful for you. So when you feel like you're forcing something, that is the universe being like, stop it. Stop it right now, bitch. You are basically, you've had probably quite a traumatic childhood where it hasn't been easy, hasn't felt steady. So you're no longer having to push and force situations, because most likely that's what you had to do as a child to kind of make peace, to make balance, which was just so not fair on you, first of all. And secondly is, I genuinely feel you are not going to have to force anything in your life, okay? Your journey is to really focus on your sense of control within you. Okay, where am I being pulled today? Do I need to nap? Do I need to work a bit more? Can I work a bit more? Is this job suiting me? Is this relationship suiting me? Which one do I want to buy from this shop? It's kind of like, keep asking yourself questions, because this is all about your solar plexus. So this is to do with your decision making, your confidence. This is to do with how you feel about yourself, your self-worth, where your anxiety comes from, as well as in the stomach. So looking after your stomach, wow, what a life changer that can do for you. Piece number 31 is asking me, I'm hearing, like, this is what I'm saying to you, asking me, you, where can I open up and how can I open up? When you find yourself in an environment that feels toxic, or you feel like you're shrinking, most likely it's not the right situation for you. And I'm hearing, but there's so many of those, and I'm hearing, well, it's because you haven't had the new ones yet. You're still letting go of that old version of yourself that's held so tightly, and not being able to trust anyone because you've never been in a connection with somebody that feels right for you, or you've never just been validated, you know? So it will be weird to be in silence when you possibly suddenly move house, or when you are in nature and you're like, oh my god, I can think. Like, maybe you come from a place where it's very, you know, a lot of conflict, and that's not okay. Sometimes if we are very masculine in our energy, or we're ruled by Mars, or we're somebody who is taught as a woman to be very masculine, or as a man to be overly masculine, like, that's toxic. That can really mess us up. So basically, I want you to realize, when you are not working, when you are having your downtime, I want you to really put yourself first, and I really want you to listen to those signals in your stomach, okay? I really want you to listen, when am I forcing things? Because, my love, you will not miss out on opportunities when you're doing that. Because what I'm hearing is that is actually how human beings work, is when we were in tribes, everything was one step at a time. When am I going to get my food? Okay, we're going to get it as soon as we can. When am I going to when I'm going to get my crown as the leader of this tribe? You know, okay, it will happen in the divine timing. That's basically what you're learning to do, is come back to your roots and to take your sweet, sweet time, and that's how you meet your person. So basically, it's learning to be okay with sitting in silence and sitting in the peace, and recognizing some people need the boot out of your life because they are rubbing you up the wrong way. And you don't, basically I'm hearing, like, especially if you're an empath and you have quite strong people pleasing tendencies, you possibly feel like it's your responsibility to fix, change, alter things. I'm hearing, my love, just because you can take on that crap doesn't mean it's yours to hold on to, okay? Just because you can pick up someone's baggage doesn't mean it's your baggage. That's the wrong baggage. Put that baggage back down, okay? Ask the person, where's my baggage, bitch? Because that ain't mine. That was not my luggage tag. Nope, that's not mine to pick up. Okay, pick up your own baggage. You got your own. You don't need somebody else's. Okay, that's so cute. All right, so let's have a little look into this relationship. What's the relationship going to be like? What's the marriage going to be like for both of you? Oh my God. 2 of Cups, my favorite card. Hi, bitch. Yay. I love this card. This is such a cute card. Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, romantic love. Oh, by the way, you guys, a lot of you guys asked about this card deck. This is the beginner's tarot, by the way. So if anyone is interested, that is that. Oh my God, you are not going to miss this person. This person's right here. Like, they are in your energy field right now. And I'm picking up for some of you guys, you might have quite a large age gap. And what I mean by large could be between 6 years and 10 years. So you could literally be 24. This person is going to be possibly even 34. So it's kind of like when, say you like, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but basically it's like, even though you're possibly quite a lot younger or a lot older, one of you's older, one of you's younger, I feel like you're the younger, it's like it really is in divine timing, because I'm hearing you having a conversation with this person being like, oh my God, when I was 10 you were 20, like that's really weird, and you're like 30, me and this person, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of, it really is happening in divine timing. So your relationship is really about how can I incorporate relaxation. And you know what? Relaxation and passion and being comfortable is actually really underrated in society, which is why we're so scared of it. We drink our way into feeling safe. We, you know, we have all these addictions, which addictions are not wrong because they help us to self-soothe. No, you know, I'm not hating on that, but it's not right, okay? Like it's not literally normal, okay? It is normal, but it's not. So what I feel for you guys is your relationship is going to show you that your marriage is going to be easy. I'm hearing funny that, something that's actually easy. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord, that's amazing. I love that because we have rest, relaxation, meditation, self-protection, focus, creativity. We have joining forces. Like that is so easy. Like this is no worries. It means no worries for the rest of you. Okay, I'm literally gonna stop singing because I'm gonna get flagged. Okay, let's see what else about this person. Ooh, hi. So when they first see you, they're like, damn. Your eyes are gonna lock very strongly. Your eyes are gonna be like, they're gonna lock really well. Oh, hello. That is gonna happen on the first day of meeting. Hello. Oh my God, you guys, when you kiss, wow. I'm hearing, oh. Like you've never experienced a kiss like that. Oh, slow kissing, love that. So your person is so safe. They're a really cuddly person. One thing I want you to learn before meeting this person is how to speak passionately. You guys are naturally very passionate. So speaking very passionately is very, very important for both of you. Because both of you are also very overstimulated. So that's why both of you really are going to learn to put yourself first before you meet your person, because you are needing to put yourself first. And especially if you're very sensitive, you will be very different to a lot of people, okay? And sensitivity is very normal, especially my new little babies that are coming in. Those little babies are of another world, like literally, wow. Like if you guys are around babies, like I, at this moment, don't have any babies around me, but I've witnessed them online. Oh my God, these babies are like a new generation of human, like, oh, wow. Like they are like a new breed of human. It's crazy. So for you guys, you're probably going to have a baby with this person, or possibly, you know, not factual information, but if you do, you're going to have such a beautiful relationship with this baby. You're going to feel so healed from this child. This child is going to make you, it's going to validate all the stuff you've been through, especially the hard stuff. And also, when you're with this person, they're going to feel hard, okay? If you know what I mean. Okay, so basically, both of you could meet in a singing group, you could meet in a chanting group, you could meet in a mall. Somebody's singing. I'm hearing somebody singing, so I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, so both of you are very protected. You both have angels around you a lot. So if you attract ghosties in, just be very aware, like your ghosties are going to be like, hi. Like it's kind of like on, it's so like unrelated, but it is related. big mouth, and they both have like their hormone monsters and they're talking to each other. That's kind of like you and your person. But yeah, so this person is a massively good listener. They're somebody who's very open to you. They are also somebody who loves the taste of you. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, I can't see any more. If you want to know more, the extended is down below. But yeah, that's basically what I'm feeling in terms of the relationship and this person. I want to see a little bit more. Let's see. Actually, let's pull some astrology cards. There we go. There's the group I was talking about. Definitely meeting in a group. This person's very group orientated. They're very good at being in a group. They're not somebody who talks over people. They have a really nice tribe. You're probably going to meet your person even for a friend group, because I'm seeing it's super easy how you meet. Okay, this person could have a strong Capricorn in their chart. They are very masculine. They are somebody who is going to be really open-minded. Got Aquarius in their chart, but yeah, they could definitely be a fixed sign or a Capricorn. That's what I'm feeling. We have 10th house. We've got the waxing crescent. So this is going to be just before you're ready for the relationship. Like, you're going to not feel ready when you meet this person. You'll be like, okay, I'm not sure about this, but you're going to be ready. You aren't going to be ready, but you are. It's like sometimes it just takes that leap of like, oh shit, this is scary, let's just go for it. Okay, so on your side of the relationship, what's coming through in terms of marriage? So you're going to feel very nurtured. You are definitely the person to nurture. Both of you are very, very nurturing, but you are the main nurturer when it comes to your heart chakra being very open. More of the feminine, I'd say. We have transformation, we have intuitive. You are very intuitive. If you have kids or if you have a lot of people around you, you're going to be probably the most intuitive one there. You're somebody who is really open-minded, and I feel that's going to be a massive big thing for your marriage. Like, you're going to be really good at thinking of signals. Like, if something doesn't feel right in the marriage, you can pick up on it. So open communication is really important, because there's going to be a lot of things that you pick up. And you're going to be like, okay, let's talk about that, and your person's going to be like, right, let's sit down, let's go. Your person is really good at surrendering. Like I say, very good listener, which is amazing. We have the card of listen. We have newness. This person probably hasn't been in a lot of relationships, but I'm hearing, I don't know relationships, and you're like, good, because I want to learn on the spot with you, you know. I'm thinking for some of you guys, you're kind of nervous about someone having more experience than you. Possibly this is somebody you've never even been physical with, like, oh sorry, you possibly haven't been physical with anyone, and this is the first person you're with. So yeah, that's a lot, but don't be afraid to learn from this person and learn from yourself. That's what relationships are all about, and it does take a while, but oh my god, that makes so much sense. The awakened side of it, that makes so much sense, because both of you have the same beliefs. You both definitely have the same beliefs, and it's a very awakened relationship. So I feel like I want to pull just a couple more cards. So let's see, where are you going to be when you meet this person in marriage and you want to be married? Yeah, so you're probably going to be a little bit frustrated. You're probably going to feel a little bit rejected about things not working out. And then boom, your man comes in, your woman comes in. Hi, I'm the replacement for that thing that you wanted. Okay, let's see. Right, this person, where are they? Oh, they're pretty much ready. They most likely have gone for a massive upgrade. They could have literally just gone through their Saturn return. So they could be around the ages of possibly 30, late 40s, 60, possibly one of those ages. Okay, let's see. Yeah, both of you would have gone for a growth in a different way. Think rejection as redirection. Can we just clarify that? What's the rejection about? Ah, interesting. I'm hearing you are, this is actually very interesting, because this is about relationships. It's kind of like you're feeling lost about the people you've given your energy to and they haven't given it back, and now you're feeling really lost because you're like, well, I used to force relationships and now I'm not forcing them, and now I don't have any friends or any partner. Great, well that's good, because it actually makes you realize like where you can put your energy into. It can feel really sad and really lonely, but when you actually think about it, it's really good, because you can start to change things up and actually get what you want. Like, that is basically why you feel rejected and frustrated. It's not exactly the situation. It can feel it could be anything. It could literally be you're denied from a job, or you're denied from just life. You feel like, oh, why is nothing working out? Okay. Perfect. That is your massive sign. The fact that we got Taurus as well is coming up, and we've got Cancer. You guys feel very insecure about connecting to new people. So I'm hearing I have social anxiety, which, girl, I feel you, okay? I feel you on that, being a sensitive lady that I am. But don't always clarify yourself as socially anxious. And I will say this is probably a little bit taboo, so if you're triggered by this, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you have anything from ADHD, social anxiety, any word that's kind of like, that's a diagnosis. For you guys, is try not to connect yourself solely to that diagnosis, okay? Because what I feel for you guys is sometimes it literally is just about connecting to yourself more and understanding this is a part of me, it's not my entire self, because that's what's stopping you from being proud of yourself, because you're focusing on what you can't do, and you're focusing on like how it's oppressing you almost. And this can be literally anything from how people treat you in the past, or, you know, things that you're holding on to. And obviously this takes patience. Oh my God, it takes so much patience. I've been there. It's really difficult, but it's not who you are. You're a soul in a physical body that most likely has been struggling for quite a long time, because society is not meant for humans, all right? It really is not. It's very suppressive and it's not natural. So get in nature, girl. That can massively, massively help. Okay, so that's all I will say. I'm not a doctor, okay, just take it as it resonates. Release, vitality, and we have nourishment. Yeah, so basically your relationship is going to be extremely nourishing. The way when you are married, you're going to be so terrified to be married, because maybe you've had a lot of failed marriages, which failed just means ended, I would say. It's not really failed, but they're ended. And what I feel for you guys, there's a lot of water in there. We've got water here, here, here. It's basically about you flowing with life as much as possible. You can trust life. It just is literally just a practice thing. When you are married, you're going to be so excited to have somebody you're going to be able to talk to every day, and be in bed with every day, and to talk to every day. It's going to be so effing fun for you. Like, you're going to have such a great time. And your wedding is going to be white, so much white. There might be a little bit of red in there. It's going to be possibly, you could bring back you could bring your culture into it, or your religious beliefs. Definitely, I feel, actually, because your religious beliefs are very important in this connection. And you're no longer like abandoning your beliefs, which is really good. So I'm hearing, I'm so proud of you. And you're going to be, it's very unexpected. Like, if I could actually show you what it looks like in your wedding, it looks different to what you think. But the people there, you actually haven't met them yet. So the people at your wedding, you haven't met them yet. It's so funny. I love this reading. This is so cute. And I feel comfortable, like, saying that. It feels very comfortable when you're around these people. These people are your tribe. These are the people that you've wanted to attract for such a long time. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Lovely. That is basically Taurus, is stability. Security, grounding, strength and safety. Anytime that you feel uncomfortable, get back in that body, girl, okay? So if you'd like to check out the extended, that is down below. We're going to be looking into all the intimate details. I'm very excited. So thank you so much. Private reading rates are down below. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you've made it to the end of the video, well done. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading and let's go. So you guys chose Amazonite, which I love for the heart chakra, for the throat chakra. It is absolutely amazing. So that is fabulous. I love the color as well. It's so beautiful. Okay, so let's have a look at your marriage life. So we're going to be looking into who you'll marry, how you'll meet, looks, personalities, their job, your relationship, all that beautiful stuff. We're going to be going full ham into this reading. I've had too much coffee. Okay. All right, so let's get started. I actually feel like you might actually meet at a coffee shop, because if I say something in a reading, it normally is to do with, obviously, it's to do with the reading. So, okay, so you guys chose the love card, which is beautiful. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm kind of getting this feeling of you guys really working on your craft. That is definitely the energy I'm getting from this card specifically. I'm hearing, I just want you to look at this card for a moment. So with this card, it represents working through a situation, working on something and being dedicated. And it comes up, a lot of emotions come up when it comes to this card, because when you're going through a process of something, when you're realizing something, you go through so many different emotions, especially when you're trying to create a business or you're trying to create a relationship. And there's all these things that come up around your self-worth and things like that. And when it comes to creating what you would like, sometimes it takes longer than we thought, or it's different than we thought. So I do definitely feel like you guys are a little bit stubborn. You have this kind of idea, which, you know, a lot of us do. We have an idea of, you know, who our person is. I feel like you are going to be surprised about who your person is. They might be a little bit hairier than what you expect. That sounds so funny, but, you know, if you prefer people that, you know, especially men who are clean shaven, or women who are shaven, this person's going to be a lot more natural looking than possibly what you are expecting, which is interesting because I feel like a lot of you guys are going to go through a process of loving your natural look more. And then that's going to be you meeting your person, because I feel like, you know, obviously who we are reflects on the outside. So if we are not accepting of our own natural parts of us, then, you know, annoying as it is, it can come up in our relationship. So I feel for you is you're basically working on commitment. That is basically your goal. Commitment towards anything. And commitment is a very difficult and underrated thing. Commitment comes with a lot of learning. And when it comes to commitment, I feel like it's really, really important to focus on one thing at a time and to also keep it really, really simple. So when it comes to your relationship, I feel for you is you're going to get more comfortable with staying the long haul and not be uncomfortable with knowing that the journey is going to be a bit longer than what it should be. I also feel something with your hands. I keep looking at my hand. I feel you might have a tattoo on your hand. Your person has very specific looking hands. There might be a hand model. There might be a masseuse. Their hands are very healing. They're very creative with their hands. They're very touchy-feely. They're very hands-on. And that's the kind of parent they would be if they were to have children as well. This person may come in to the marriage with kids. And that may be something you're actually very excited about, especially if you don't have any kids, or if you just really like that. This person's very open-minded, so they're definitely a really, really good parent as well. They don't always have to keep the children with them all the time. They could be with the other parent, but it just depends on your circumstance. I do feel like kids are around you. I do feel like one of you most likely works with children, or you work with possibly people who are disabled, or, you know, mentally, physically, you know, anything like that, or just generally helping people. That's kind of both of yours vibe is like, I really want to help you through a certain system. So it could be through you know, healthcare, it could be through holistically, it could be mentally helping people, it could be even like a doctor or a vet or something. It could be you help others through some sort of system that's very specific. It's like one specific thing. So it could be fitness, mental health, bodily health, anything like that. Both of you have very high standards. The relationship is going to be at a very high standard. So what that means is you're going to have to overcome quite a few things before you meet your person. And one thing is how you give and receive love and how comfortable you are receiving love. That's a really big one for you. And this isn't, you know, just a little reading. This is quite heavy. So if this is a lot for you guys, you can always choose another group. This is going to probably get quite heavy. So it is really about you guys acknowledging that your heart is quite heavy. You know, you've got a lot of stuff that needs to be looked at when it comes to what you actually really want. And what you really want is someone who's going to commit to you long term and is not going to fuck off and go somewhere else. So basically, I really want you to, and you might already be doing this, is focusing on a craft that you're really, really good at and you love. I really want you to, I'm hearing when they focus on something they love, they really get comfortable with being in their body. So when you focus on something you love, it makes you want to be in your body more. It makes you want to do that more. So I feel for you is doing something that, sorry guys, my radiator did a weird noise. Yeah, that's confirmation, that noise. This is definitely about trying different things, trying things out, maybe trying different people out, trying different scenarios, trying different environments. I really want you to test life out. Test life out. Really like get experimental with life. I'm seeing you like two test tubes, almost like the Aquarian card, what's it? Not Justice, the other one, I can't remember, the Star, where she's pouring it into different cups. It's literally gone out my brain because it's so late here right now. But it's like testing things out. That's kind of what I want you to do. Mix things up, test things out. It's really about testing your limits, because a lot of you guys are very strong perfectionists and it does keep you from being creative and trying different things. I'm just going to have a little bit of my coffee here. Okay, sorry guys if you can hear me drinking. That's because I haven't got my microphone on. Alright, so there is a massive amount of craft here. Both of you are going to have really good hobbies. You're going to have hobbies that you're really, really passionate about. You are both extremely talented. You both could be Virgos, or you both could have Virgo in your chart. You both may end up doing some sort of talent on online or on stage. One of you could be more online, one of you could be more in person. One of you is a little bit more old-fashioned than the other. I feel like it's your partner who's going to be more old-fashioned. Your wedding is going to be absolutely beautiful. It's going to be a very Virgo wedding. Attention to detail, lots of pastel colours, lots of simplicity, possibly a beach where it's very like probably hopefully a still day, or it could be in a church. I feel like either or, because I feel like for a lot of you guys you want something more natural or to your roots, or both. I feel like I'm getting Hawaiian so it could be Hawaii, like where you would like to get married, or it could be somewhere near a cliff. I'm hearing a cliffhanger. Maybe somebody's leaving you on a cliffhanger or something, but I do feel you might actually get engaged near a cliffside, and then you have like the background and it's so beautiful in the photo. You guys like aesthetic. I really feel like there's an aesthetically pleasing kind of vibe to you guys. Like both of you like to look really good. You both put fashion quite high above. You know, you like to look very fashionable, and that can be in various different ways. You could literally wear joggers and feel really fashionable. Like could be something that is fashionable to you where it might not be fashionable to others, or jeans are fashionable to you and they might not be to others. It's like, for you, don't be afraid to go out of the box and really experiment with your fashion. I really want you to experiment and be an expert. I went to say expertise, but be an expert in your craft. Like that's kind of your journey. I'm sorry if the audio keeps going in and out. I'm sorry, I keep moving. I'm not, it's probably really annoying for you guys. I'm sorry. I need to keep still when I talk because it does do that with the audio. Yeah, you may actually have met this person in high school, and I feel also you could meet them at work. I think you both have very common commonality. You're both very common to each other. Like you both know who each other are just by looking at each other, like, oh, you're this kind of lifestyle, or, you know, I feel both of you are very, very similar. You could have a really, really interesting synchronicity where you meet randomly and you both know each other from school, and you both meet each other on holiday or something like that. I'm hearing you need to get out of the box. Some of you guys are so stuck in like a certain way of living, and sometimes we literally just have to shake things up. Like, especially if you are on the stubborn side, really is important to try and shake things up, my love, because you are needing that change. So if you would like to meet this person and, you know, just get really creative with yourself and don't be afraid to experiment. They're really urging me to tell you that. They're almost like shoving you out the door. That's what I'm picking up, like someone pushing you out of the door. Okay, so let's have a little look into this relationship. Let's have a look and see what else. There we go. So both of you are very new to a relationship. You might not have ever been in a relationship before. You might have been somebody who's never been intimate with someone physically before. Both of you are quite young as well, or young at heart. You both literally never age because you're both so young at heart. You both are new to communicating though. You both are very idealistic. You do tend to fantasize a lot, which is really good, but it tends to be that you kind of exit your body a lot. So something that you're going to learn is to communicate more openly and honestly with your person. And this will take practice because maybe that was shamed or shunned when you were very young. So yeah, I think you're both very sensitive as well, and you're both dreamers. Like that is definitely the energy I get from both of you. You're both like, yeah, I'm hearing you may have dated people or been around people with Peter Pan syndrome, which I can't remember exactly what it is, but what they're showing me is someone who's very immature, who is someone who's non-committal. So this is a big step for you guys, because marriage is a very big step, you know, and it's not even the marriage, it's like the thought around it. Like the fact that you're actually choosing to get married is one thing, you know, and then actually doing it is another. So the fact that you guys are actually considering marriage, I'm hearing well done you, because maybe that's something that you've been scared of doing, because maybe in your past being married is quite a big deal, you know, when it comes to your family. Maybe marriage didn't really work out in your family, or it was very shamed. It could be something very religious or something about it. It's something about like, if I get married, I'm stuck in it and I don't want to be. But it's basically this fear of, maybe for some of you guys, so many different things, but I feel like either it's religious, family, or it's something to do with, once I'm married, I'm tied to you forever, and that means that I don't have any freedom. And that's what you've been taught, and that's not true. A marriage should help you blossom, it should help you grow. It's like you're the flower and they're the flower in the same plant pot, but you got to water it, you know, you got to water yourself, you got to water them, they've got to water you, you've got to get enough sunlight, you've got to get balance in the connection. Sorry guys, that's a symbol as well. Obviously my phone wants to go off in the middle of the reading. That never ever happens. So you could get a message from this person as well. Sorry, that was so incredibly loud. Okay, so let's see about this person then. Actually, do you know what? They're telling me, please look into how you're going to meet. So let's see. How you're going to meet. One of you works or has worked in retail, I'm picking up. I'm seeing like a shopping mall. Okay, you guys are such dreamers, so cute. Okay, so one thing that you're both going to really be connected by is your hobbies. You both are very fantastical, and what that means, what they're showing me, doesn't always mean what it means. It doesn't always mean as I say it. For what I'm seeing is you're both very much into fantasy, and it makes you feel good. Practical fantasy, which is fantastical in my mind right now, which is basically if you're doing anything that's practical but it's also fantasy, that is so good for you and your soul. I feel you're going to meet through definitely your hobbies, work or school, something like that. Okay, so you could be quite a young couple, but I will say you might not actually think marriage is on the cards for like at least 3 years, until you kind of want to settle down. You might just want to keep it light. You might even not want even to commit to this person for a while. That might not even be something that you're considering, but definitely with the number 3, what this is showing me is it might take 3 years to really solidify the relationship, because for you guys you might struggle with commitment, and that's okay. Like if you've had trauma around commitment, if you'd had worries around that, it's okay. Like it's not bad, it's just something that you're learning to do. And also both of you are so sensitive, like you're both intuitive, you're really creative. Your creativity is a major aspect of this connection. Like that is a massive deal for both of you. Like you cannot have this relationship without creativity, and that is important for any connection. So your extended reading is probably going to be all about creation and babies and doing things dirty whilst also be covered in paint that kind of thing. Maybe a little bit of role play. Something like that. Okay, so this is your blockage when it comes to love, okay? So when it comes to this relationship, you definitely do struggle with nurturing yourself, okay? You definitely put people above you. You possibly have had a lot of trauma with a mother figure or father figure or both. There's this need to be in charge of nurturing, and I heard this quote, I don't know where I saw it or heard it, but it's something to do with like it's easier to give than it is to receive, because when you give you feel much more in control. So this is something for you that you're really going to be learning, is balancing out, okay, am I being the caregiver here? Am I acting like they're my child? You know, because sometimes we get into connections with people and we tend to be the mother or the father of that relationship, and that's not a relationship, that is wounding. Okay, so you want to get with somebody where you're both equal, there's no judgment, and you're both being listened to. Abundance also is saying like to get grounded in your body. The root chakra is really coming up for you guys. So I really feel, because we got the I'm pretty sure this is the root star chakra, so this is very much in like getting grounded. So there could be also one thing, this reading is so heavy, I wanted to make it light but it's so heavy. I feel for those of you who, you guys may have struggled with abundance because you may have had a lack mentality pushed on you. You may have gone through poverty, sorry guys, I had to burp, that's confirmation. You may have gone through poverty, or you may have not had any physical touch or emotional connection when you were younger. So actually having a connection with somebody who you're also physical but also emotional, oh my god, that's a lot, you know, that's a lot. So for you guys is when you are single specifically, it's so important right now to, or also if you're in a relationship, because you could be in a relationship, at this point, I feel like it's so important to love what you love. So if you really love something, love it with all your might. Don't ever feel like you have to block it out. You have to, you know, show people exactly what it is. No, this is what you like. I want you to love it, love it, love it. Like really go into it. You love something, go into it. As long as it's not hurting anyone or you, okay? And there's this need for you to like really listen to your intuition and your guides, like really connect to your guides. Meditation is amazing for you guys. So one of you, or both of you may be Buddhists as well. You may be spiritual, that kind of might be your what's the word, status, like your kind of religious beliefs, or you could be Christian. But I feel having this this symbol here is definitely a religious kind of vibe here. So there's something around that religion. I'm not sure if if that's Buddhism or no, sorry, that might be Hinduism. Sorry, that's my bad. Whoever this is, I'm so bad with religions, but this, sorry if I've offended anyone, this, oh my god, I'm so sorry, that's literally just me being naive. This energy, this embodiment, I can't remember, I think it might be Hinduism, but whoever this is, one of you may have strong belief with this god. So okay, sorry guys if I got that wrong, that is literally just me doing a reading late at night. So okay, so let's see about where you're both going to be when you meet each other. So actually let's see, yeah, okay, let's see. Okay, so where are you going to be when you meet this person? Ah, there we go. We've got another deity here. We've got Buddha as well. So there's a bit of Buddhism going on. So this is where you're going to be. So you're going to be learning to let go of things where you didn't have control. Your person is going to be very similar, but they are on a journey of self-discovery through laws, losses and justice. So they may end up being a lawyer, they may be currently in a lawsuit or something, they may be getting divorced, they may have been divorced for a very long time but not officially, something like that. And you may be feeling like I'm never ever going to meet anyone, okay? And that's basically, you know, you will meet someone, obviously. Both of you are learning in this relationship to step up and lead. Both of you are very kind of backseat type people, which isn't who you are. It's something you've kind of taught. You've been taught or you've learned along the way. It isn't actually who you are. Like, you are somebody who's very much a leader. So both of you are going to be learning as you get through this. I'm hearing as you get older and as you go through this connection, you're both going to learn that you can both step up and lead, and you both can have your opinions. I'm hearing you both can have your cake and eat it too. Like, you can be in a relationship and speak your truth and be unconditional to each other, and it's not going to suddenly disappear from your life, which is why a lot of you guys are really scared of a commitment, because it has gone out your life, and it's not for any fault of your own. It literally is because, you know, you've been treated badly by, you know, and it's not personal. It literally has been people, sorry guys, this is really bugging me. There has been people who, you know, have treated you really badly, but that wasn't your fault, you know. Okay, so let's have a look at the connection between both of you. What's the marriage going to be like? Ooh, wow. Both of you are so effing creative. You both might like to dress up. You might like to do things very differently. You both are visionaries. You both are very, very different. You both think very differently, but in a similar way. Okay, you want to live in a way that's very different. I'm getting like a Pisces Virgo type relationship from this group. It's very, very different. Okay, so all your life you could have been told you are needy, you're this, you're that, and basically it could be quite triggering for you to hear that. But what I see is that both of you just have needs. That's basically what it is. This is the relationship. So both of you are going to have a really beautiful, flirty, light, fluffy relationship. It feels very romantic. It's going to go very, very fast. You most likely will fully commit in the third year. Like, you'll feel like, oh yeah, I'm ready now. You both will have locked eyes when you meet each other. It'll be very, very intense, and you're both like very Cancerian in your energy. Like, you're both really cuddly, you're both very soft. We've got this kind of like delicate, sensitive empath type energy from this group, but also really intensely sexual, so that's beautiful. Okay, so the relationship, yeah, it is definitely going to be a slow one. That's just how it suits you both. It's going to help you to get more vulnerable. It's going to help you to open up slowly. It's kind of like a book. You can't just rush to the end. I mean, some people can. I mean, I tend to do that sometimes because your girl's impatient. But basically, that's what's going to happen. Is it's going to feel steady, and it's not going to be any rush. And maybe you guys are worried about the intimacy aspect of it, and that's going to be really interesting for both of you. You're going to really, really learn a lot about each other, which is so nice. Okay, so this is your person. I feel your person's most likely going to have dark hair. I feel black hair. I'm getting a lot of like, yeah, very thick black hair, okay? That's really all I'm getting from your person. Apart from that, green eyes. This person could have, yeah, quite big hair as well. So like coils. I'm picking up the word cobra. So maybe they like snakes, or they have a snake. This person's definitely Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer type person. Like, they are most likely a cardinal or I'm hearing a professional. I'm a professional cardinal, so yeah, they definitely are a profession in their field. They most likely have that title. They're very creative. They most likely someone who's very artistic in their job. They could also help people through art. They could be doing art therapy with clients, things like that. But this relationship overall, very Neptunian. Yeah, but also both of you are either cardinal and mutable signs, or one of you is going to be definitely the more stubborn one. But I do feel a lot of mutable and cardinal from this group. So there we go. That just confirms it. So we have Pisces, which is really, really nice. Pisces is just a massive confirmation of that kind of visionary energy, that light-hearted, but a little bit moody energy. Okay, so let's get another card, see what else. There we go. That's a big one for both of you. You may, and this is probably quite triggery, I'm not going to say it anyway, some of you guys may use imagination or distraction as a way to exit your body so you don't have to deal with things. This is a very, very natural thing for you guys, okay? And it's not anything you've done wrong, it's just something that you both have adopted to keep yourself safe. So the more you get in your body, and you will probably learn this to actually manifest this person, because you won't be able to really get with them unless you are very fully in your body, I feel, because obviously you're going to be physical with them, and I want you to have the best connection with this person. So if you really do want to commit to yourself, I feel like getting in your body as much as possible, but it might even mean taking tablets, supplements, anything that gets you in your body, that gets you comfortable. And also therapy is amazing. Like, there's so many different types of therapy out there. Oh my god, look at this. Love it. Yeah, so that may be something you're both are learning not to do, is to kind of exit your body every time you get intimate. And it's a big deal, you know, like it's not something that's just can be, you know, waved around. Like, this is something that is quite deep, you know. Yeah, so you guys are definitely very secretive as well. You have a very sexy, secretive side, but for you guys, creating is such a big deal for you. So that's a really nice one. This is all the energy you're bringing into the relationship. Your person is a little bit taller than you. Their hair is higher than yours. That's quite cute. Yeah, they're much better with receiving, or are just more comfortable, sorry. I'm more comfortable with receiving. They're more comfortable with surrendering as well. So I feel that's what you're going to learn from this person. And what they're going to learn from you is, boundaries, that's a good one. What your person's going to learn from you is how to experiment and be creative, because your person can get a little bit stuck sometimes. So that's really interesting. So basically your relationship is going to just be so fantastically fruitful, which I absolutely love. Let's get one more. Lovely. You guys are going to really uncover and understand fears. There's going to be a lot of secrets revealed, a lot of repressed emotions that are coming up, lots of truths. And it may come from shadow work as well, because I do feel like sometimes, I mean a lot of the time, there are definitely blocks that need to go, because our mind is the one that's keeping us stuck sometimes. So if there's a need for some blockages to go, you're most likely going to have the universe push you to get those blocks moved. So that is your reading, my lovely. If you would like to check out the extended with the essential messages, which I'm very excited to do, then please check those out down below. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Let's get started with your reading. So let's have a look into your marriage life. Let's see what's going on there. So we're going to be doing the extended as well, but right now we're going to be looking into who you'll marry, how you'll meet, looks, personality, their job, and your relationship. So let's go. So we have the blue lace agate. I absolutely love this crystal, especially because it's got this beautiful little geode here where the crystals meet. So I feel like both of you, even just from this crystal, I can feel like both of you are going to grow into each other. That's kind of how I feel, because I feel like this crystal kind of formed like 2 separate bits, and then it kind of formed together like that. That's kind of what I'm feeling, and I'm hearing it's very unexpected, and I didn't realise this is somebody that I needed in my life. So that's definitely something that you are going to experience. I'm sorry if the audio is all over the place. I'm trying not to move around. I forget that the audio is going to be, you know, picking up on me moving around, so sorry if it is all over the place. Alright, so let's have a look and see what's going on. I do feel as if just by looking at this crystal, this is definitely a throat chakra type relationship, if you know what I mean, in the bedroom too, but this is definitely about speaking your truth. So anything to do with the throat chakra is going to be really important for both of you. So we have share wisdom, and then we have waiting for your ships to come in, awaiting results on decisions made, progress, expansion, confidence, new horizons, growth, foresight, milestone. What I see is that both of you are essentially waiting to meet each other. You know who each other are on a very psychic level. You may have dreamed about this person. I do see quite a tall, dark-haired man. Obviously, if you want a woman, just change the gender. But what I see literally is a dark-haired man. That's just literally what I'm seeing. But your person is going to have this tall stature type energy. They're going to have this kind of leadership energy that's unlike any other person you've ever met. This person's got confidence. And you've got confidence when you meet this person as well. I do see you moving to another country possibly before you meet this person. Obviously, this is a general reading, so just take it as it resonates. But I do feel like both of your heart chakras are also going to really open slowly. So if you get any tingling in your back, or you get tingling in the front of your body, then there's definitely this heart chakra stuff that you are working with. And I do feel like both of you are doing a really, really good job at working with your heart chakra right now. You're both learning to kind of test out new things. If you ever want to go and try out like a group, I really highly recommend. I do see you meeting up with new people. So I feel like both of you are definitely, okay, it's either you or you've dealt with people who are like this, where you're always like, grass is always green on the other side, like possibly comparing yourself to people or thinking like, oh, they're better than me, or it's going to be better over there. I feel like if this is you, you're going to kind of come back to yourself. And when we look at grass always green on the other side, a lot of the time it's because we were compared to as a child, like we're compared to other family members, or we never felt good enough. So it's kind of like it's safer to look outside rather than inside. So one thing I will say is when you actually learn to really share who you are and you get in your purpose, that's going to be when you meet your person and when you start to get more comfortable with being you. Like you're going to be really appreciated for who you naturally are, but it's learning to get in tune with what that is. And I feel like it's definitely sharing your wisdom. It could be anything from, you know, sharing your wisdom about your history, you know, you've got a kind of ailment and you're helping other people with that ailment. Maybe you've got some mental health stuff going on, you help people with mental health. There's something there where you've learned a lot and you're sharing your wisdom, and that's going to be part of how you meet as well, because your person is very intelligent and so are you, and you both are definitely overthinkers, because you do like to know what's going on, which is probably why you probably both like tarot as well, because you like kind of what's going to be next. And I just feel like you are definitely on the way to meet this person. It could be within 3 years because of 3 of Wands, but I also see like you don't realise your potential, like you've got this wand behind you that you didn't realise you had. Sometimes we can't see our potential, especially if we've been shown who we are in a kind of a weird light, like we've kind of been shown who we are, but it's like a warped version. Because this is the thing, right, this is such a long-winded way of saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. When it comes to our childhood, right, when it comes to being a child, we need to have somebody mirroring back who we are authentically. Otherwise, we're just going to feel like invalidated. We're just going to feel low. We're going to feel like we don't feel comfortable. So what I see is that you've definitely had people mirroring back to you a warped version of who you are, and that's actually not who you are. And this person comes into your life and they actually reflect to you who you really are, and you're like, oh my god, this is a lot. And it is a lot, because actually who you are is actually so amazing, and you never actually realized it because you've had such warped mirrors in front of you, because people around you are your mirror. So if you've been brought up by toxic people, you're going to feel like you're toxic within yourself. You're going to feel like you don't want to be in your body. So what I see is your person is very authentic. They feel very traveled. They feel very Sagittarius. They feel very picking up on French. They're saying French. So they might be French and maybe Italian. I'm getting like a lot of European countries. They also might live near water. And I'm hearing the song, "This is the night. It's a beautiful night." And that's the thinking. Isn't that an Italian song? Bella Notte. Wait, isn't that from that Disney film with the dogs? I don't know. But I'm picking up on like Notre Dame, like I'm picking up on loads of Disney films now, like Beauty and the Beast, it's set in Paris, you know, things like that. So I feel for both of you is you both have been well travelled. You may have been well travelled out of no fault of your own, like you didn't actually want to travel. Maybe you travelled a lot when you were younger. Maybe you find peace in travelling. Maybe you are from a different country. Maybe you originate from a different country, and maybe you're American, but you actually are from Italy or something like that. Like you don't actually live in your home country. So it might be something like that both of you bond over, like, oh, you know, I came into this country when I was really young, I didn't really understand the language, something like that. Like there's a bonding over your lifestyles, which is really, really sweet. I really like that. So let's get another card here. Picking up on yin yang, like you're both very different, but you really help each other out. Yeah, you both have worked really, really hard in your life, and even if you haven't even ever had a job yet, it's definitely this feeling of like you always are coming across all these like lessons. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Maybe you're a Scorpio, I don't know. But I feel like I'm hearing the song Survivor. I'm a survivor. Some of you guys really like singing as well. You're going to get lots of meaningful meanings through songs. So look up different songs when they come up, look at the lyrics. But I also feel like you're going to escape this, you're going to release and escape this entrapment that you've been feeling. Yeah, because it's not who you are anymore. And you may be, I'm hearing a freedom fighter, which I'm sorry if that means something else, but what I'm seeing is it means you will literally do fight for freedom. So you may be somebody who's an advocate for something, you feel very passionate about something, you really want to work with it in your career. There's definitely this energy about really being liberated and liberating others. That's a really beautiful message as well. So both of you are going to be very much like that, and it might take you being abroad for you to really show that. It could be you also want to run a retreat, you want to run a group, you want to run something like that, you know. Anything is possible. I mean, anything is possible if you just believe. That's from like a Cinderella story. I'm getting so many cute quotes from this group. Right, let's see how you're going to meet each other. I'm very interested in this actually. Being on Cancer. Oh, Leo. Okay, so we have the 11th house, which is all about groups. We've got Uranus, which is the random one. He just pops up whenever he wants, because that's what that energy is. So that's basically how you're going to meet. You're going to think, oh, I'm going to meet him when I'm traveling. It's like, girl, you're going to meet him at the airport. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you've got this idea of how you're going to meet this person, and it's like, ain't that, you know. It's very, very random. You could meet it for a friend, you could meet them, not it, I said it, you can meet it, you can meet them for a friend, you can meet them through traveling, like literally going from one place to another. You can meet them through a estate agents, okay, a travel agents. You can meet them through, I'm seeing a jewelry shop as well, something about a jewelry shop. But what I see is you're learning to be seen more. So one thing about being seen is sometimes you just got to see yourself, and sometimes that's scary, especially if your light is so bright it just literally burns people's eyeballs. And what I mean by that is it scares people, but those people cannot see who you fully are. So when people can't see their own light, they dim other people's, and that's what you've dealt with. So basically with Leo is, I feel when you start actually really owning your power, that's going to be how you meet your person. It's going to be through groups, it's going to be through getting out there. I hate saying that, that's why I do that, because what the fuck does that mean? In this scenario, it means when you actually let yourself get driven by your intuition and you do things where you're pushing yourself but you're still comfortable, you know. I always hated when people say like, oh, you should get yourself out there, like you should do groups, you should do this, you should do that, and it's like, but what if I don't want to join a group right now? Like, what if I don't want to do that type of job right now? It's like, no, we're going to be doing things that are unconventional because we're doing it for us. This isn't to blend in, this isn't to fit in, this is to find our fucking tribe so we can find our man or our woman and get married and have kids. I'm joking, but like literally, it is literally to get from one point to another, but it's your points, it's not anyone else's points. If you want to go traveling, go traveling. You want to do that job, do that job. I'm hearing it is literally not anyone's business. I feel like I'm getting really like passionate, but it literally, I'm sorry if that hurt your ears if I did that, but it is literally no one else's business what you do with your life. I feel like I'm getting so passionate. So it's obviously it's definitely your energy that I'm picking up on. So let's see, any blockages in love that could possibly be the blockage you're dealing with right now. I'm picking up on, oh, is that the throat? That is so interesting. So you guys might have an insecurity around telepathic communication. Like you might be very telepathic, but you shoved it down. And can you see how similar these two are? Wow, they're so similar. Look at the numbers. My God, look, it's like 21 and 12. That's amazing. Can you see how similar they are? So that's the type of relationship you're going to have. It's going to be really physical, but also so incredibly spiritual. It's going to be so psychic. So you guys might have had twin flame situations where it literally was all psychic, which is not healthy, just to let you know, guys. Like, twin flame stuff is not always healthy, okay? So just, you know. But one thing you're really realizing is how to really let someone see you. Like, you see the eye contact that's going on? That's a lot. Like, you might be really scared about eye contact. So that's definitely something you both are coming into being more comfortable with, and both of you are learning to just be really intimate. So one thing I feel like you're learning is intimacy. Learn to get to know yourself, really learning to work with who you really are, not the person that's forced upon you, and really understanding that like you are in control. You know, you might not feel it, but you really, really are in control. Okay, so let's see about your person. I feel like your person, I want to see actually, can you show me what sort of job this person does? They probably work, it could be anything. They work with animals, they could be a therapist, they could be a psychic medium, they could be an astrologer, they could be a psychologist, they could work in retail, they could work, oh my God, so many things. This person's very multifaceted. Most likely they're some type of like manifesting generator in human design or something like that. And if you don't know what human design is, it's almost like a birth chart, but it's for your energy, and it's amazing. It's literally so life-changing. So if you really want to figure out who you are, but you just can't grasp why things aren't working out for you, human design's amazing. Like, it's so good. So definitely look up human design. myhumandesign.com is really, really good. So this is definitely a massive aspect of your relationship. You've definitely felt very needy in the past, and the reason why you felt that is because you've been around people who can't attend to your needs, okay? You're just somebody who has needs. You're not needy. No one ever is. Human beings, at a basic, literal basic need is to be needed, okay? So if you ever feel like someone's saying like, oh, you're needy, tell them to... okay? So there's going to be a lot of tension between both of you because you kind of had this sexual tension. It's very aggressive. You kind of look at this person and you're like, oh wow, they're very intense, but they are definitely somebody who's a mystery. They got a lot of different aspects to them. So I feel like I'm not zoomed out enough. Am I not? Okay, I'm zoomed out enough. I feel like a lot of you guys are definitely learning to... yeah, you're understanding this person. This person's got a lot of aspects to them, so it will take a little bit of time. But who this person is they do like to work slowly. They're very emotional. They are quite changeable, but not in a bad way. Like, they pick up on energy. So one thing they're learning is to kind of make sure they're not influenced too much by other people and their energy. Okay. Oh, we've got two other cards here. We got speak with fire and overstimulated. Yeah, that's definitely the type of person they are. They're very, very passionate. Like, they're somebody who, you know, communication is a really big deal for both of you. When it comes to intimacy, dirty talk, very, very good. I'm going to mention that probably in the extended. But yeah, that's really, really beautiful. So I want to pull you guys a couple of cards. So where are you going to be when you meet them? You're going to feel a little bit lost. That's okay. That's okay. Let's get another one. That's actually... yeah, okay. Basically, you're feeling lost. Can you see how the moon is very similar? So we have this change happening. Both of you, you specifically are going for a turning point. That's why you're feeling very lost. You might actually meet this person through finding your career that you really enjoy, that you didn't realize you really needed. Both of you are going to learn through healing. So you might be going for a deep healing when you meet this person. This person is going through rest. So maybe they've been through a lot emotionally. Maybe they've just come through out of a breakup. They've come out of a friendship that was really important to them. Maybe they've grieving a loss. That's kind of what they're doing right now. When you meet this person, and you are going to be going for a turning point. So both of you are in a very similar position. You're just handling it in different ways. Your person's doing it in a more slower way. You do it in a more intenser way because that's how your brain works, you know. Yeah, okay, so let's have a look a little bit more into this person. Anything else? We have Uranus. That's definitely the energy of this relationship. Like, it's going to be so quick, but also really slowly. So you're going to definitely want to be with each other straight away. When you are when you are at your wedding, it is so many different things for you guys. You might change your mind so many times of like what your wedding dress wants to look like. You may struggle to figure out what it is you want who you want to be at your wedding. Which is very normal because that's kind of how you work. You like to try new things, try different things. So yeah, don't be afraid to experiment. I'm hearing don't change yourself with this person. That's something I really feel is important to say. And we have the full moon, so you're most likely going to be meeting on a full moon. I do feel like your marriage is... I feel like I want to get one card about the marriage. Patience, yeah. You're both very sensitive, so patience is a really big thing. How you repair your conflict is really important. So if you ever have conflict, how you repair it's really important. So how you come back from the conflict, very important. Your person is very secretive, but not in a way that it scares you. I'm hearing, no, it's not like that. Basically, they are very private. They're very sensitive and they only let certain people into their heart, which is so cute. They're definitely somebody who likes to feel good in terms of how they look. They are somebody to attend to their physical looks, and they're definitely somebody to be of service. They've gone through a lot of physical transformations. Maybe they've had surgery, Botox, things like that. You could have tattoos. There's something on the outside that shows they've had changes. So it could be they've got scars. Maybe they've had a baby. If they're a woman, they've got scars on their belly. They've got a little bit of flab here and there. They've, something about the changes they've gone through, and it's possibly quite a big insecurity for them, but you absolutely love it. You think it's absolutely sexy and beautiful, which is so lovely, and that's what relationships should be like. So I also feel this person is really good at manifesting. They're somebody who is, they create a lot of transformation in their life out of no fault of their own. It's just kind of how their life works, really. They don't really like being like that, but that's kind of how it works. Okay, so let's get a couple more cards. Let's see. This is what the marriage is like. Oh, beautiful. You're going to feel so complete with this person. You're going to feel like, oh yeah, this is my man, this is my woman. Like, you most likely will never know that this person's on their way, because they are coming in really randomly. Uranus is like, hi bitch. Like, that's literally how quick it will be. And I do feel as if you are going to go through lots of learning curves. And no, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be so fucking necessary, because you can't keep staying the same way all the time. And I'm hearing, no, I can. And I'm like, oh girl, you can't. Like, you have to change at some point. So one thing you're going to be learning specifically, well, both of you, is to connect on the feminine, because both of you have possibly come from parents who are very masculine, or there's a lot of like success-based love, like, you know, you get straight A's, you get a hug kind of thing. You know, that's going to be quite difficult when it comes to bringing in that feminine side. So most likely you're going to be pushed to kind of be really kind to yourself. It's kind of how you're going to be pushed into, you know, being you. And yeah, it's very, very interesting, very, very beautiful. Okay. Yeah, lovely. So it's going to feel very rejuvenated. You both love water. That's, you might, if you are going to be having babies and you are the one birthing said babies, there may be a water birth going on. There's going to be some type of water around you. You may live near water. Okay. So I also feel when it comes to your relationship is you are going to feel so freaking loved. Your marriage life is going to be so easy. It's going to feel flowing. It's going to be complicated at times, of course. But one thing I'm really feeling is to just let go of that perfectionism, like let go of how things really should be, which is a really big deal for you guys, especially if you've grown up with people who are perfectionists. But can you see how we got Libra twice? Like, that's a massive indication that both of you are very similar. And it's a massive indication that it's really about getting into that feminine side. This is very Venus, very Venusian. It's very much about, I don't know if that's a word, Venusian, if that's the right word, sorry. But I feel like it's really about not putting everyone first. That is a massive, massive lesson for you, because with patience, that is what will require. This will require patience, especially if you've always felt like you have to do things for other people. You always have to be there for other people. It's always about them. That's really draining. You know, that's draining for anyone. So that's a massive deal for both of you. And I'm really looking forward to doing the extended for both of you, because I really feel like you're going to have a lot of interesting, very high vibrational messages, but also very sensual, which I'm very excited about. So this is your last message. We have Gemini, speak your world into being, which is effing amazing. So if you have any Mercury in your chart, say Gemini or Virgo, star signs, so sorry, zodiac signs, this is a massive indication that you guys are massively good manifestors. So speak your effing world into being. I want you to talk about it. I want you to talk about it to people. I want you to talk about what you're passionate about. That's going to be part of your purpose, and that's going to be how you meet your person. Blue butterflies, massive, massive omen for both of you. And I'm hearing you're going to like this person's middle section of their body, okay? I just don't know how to say it because I can't, but you're gonna like that aspect of them. You're just gonna be like, damn, that is nice. So I can't wait to talk about that. They're almost going into the 18+ reading already. It's like, okay, calm down, guys, calm down. Me to my guides, like, calm down, okay? Let's get just one more. So let's see what we have. Yes, perfect. So when people aren't agreeing with you, don't force anything. I said O'Day. That's not a word, Vicky. Okay, don't try and force anything that's not working. If someone isn't willing to listen to you, that is a massive need for you to come back to yourself, okay? You do not need to validate anyone. You are not here for anyone. You are here for you. And if people are willing to respect you, then you are there for them, okay? Do not hang around for anyone who disrespects the fuck out of you. That is your reading, my lovelies. Extended is down below. Rates are down below for my private readings. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Oh, last message, look out for tigers as well. Tigers, something to do with the arms as well. Like, I feel like there might be something significant with their arms. And obviously the blue butterflies. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.